Hello everyone. So the next topic which we will be going to discuss is about the photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is performed by all the plants and it is the essential process for the plants. So let's start with the first slide of photosynthesis, that what is the definition of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process used by the plants, the algae, and certain bacteria to harness the energy from the sunlight and turn it into the chemical energy. So this is the definition, the standard definition of the photosynthesis. So here it is a figure, an equation which is representing the process of photosynthesis, that how photosynthesis process takes place. So there is a CO2 which has been involved in the process of photosynthesis, plus H2O, that is water, and sunlight. When these are the important things which has been get by the plant. So when this gets, there is a formation of sugar. The plants will release the oxygen and the water molecules will be produced. So this is the important equation in case of the photosynthesis. So this is very important. Then what is the importance of photosynthesis? It is the number one source of oxygen in the atmosphere. Because of photosynthesis, the plants are releasing the oxygen in the atmosphere. So that is why it is the number one source of oxygen in the atmosphere. It contributes to the carbon cycle between the earth, the oceans, the plants and the animals. So it contributes to the carbon cycle. Next, it contributes to the symbiotic relationship between the plants, humans and the animals. Then it directly or indirectly affect most life on the earth. So they directly or indirectly they affect most life on the earth. It serves as the primary energy process for most of the trees and plants. So it is the primary energy source. Then this is a figure which is representing how the process of photosynthesis takes place. As it was given in the equation, that there is a CO2 which has been involved, there is a sunlight which has been involved, and the water molecules are also involved in this. So what happens is, here the plant draws up water and minerals from the ground through the roots. So these are the minerals and there is a water. The what happens is, the plant takes up the mineral and the water from the soil to the plant. So roots will take up the water. It will be then moving to upwards to the xylem tissues. Here it will what happens is, the leaves take in carbon dioxide from the air and releases the oxygen. So leaves take the carbon dioxide. When the leaves take the carbon dioxide from the air and they release the oxygen. And third is, the sunlight gives chloroplast energy to make the sugar, or food. So the end products here is water, then oxygen and the glucose or sugar. So these are the end products. So this is all about the process of photosynthesis. Then there are basically two types of photosynthesis: oxygenic photosynthesis and anoxygenic photosynthesis. So what are these? We will be discussing in detail. Oxygenic photosynthesis is the most common process and is seen in the plants, algae and cyanobacteria. So as the name suggests, it requires the oxygen in its process. So the light energy, it transfers the electron from the water to carbon dioxide to produce the carbohydrates. So in this transfer, the CO2 is reduced or receives electron and the water becomes oxidized or loses the electron. So in the next slide, basically we will be representing this by a equation to understand it in a better way. So what happens is, oxygen is produced along with the carbohydrates. So here the oxygen is produced, that is why it is called as the oxygenic photosynthesis. It functions as a counterbalance to respiration by taking in the carbon dioxide produced by all the breathing organisms and reintroducing the oxygen into the atmosphere. So what is the equation for this? Here the equation is given as 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O molecules plus light energy. It gives light energy, here represents the sun, which gives this equation as glucose, oxygen and H2O. So 6 molecules of carbon dioxide combines with the 12 molecules of water using the light energy. So the end result will be the formation of a single carbohydrate molecule, that is C6H12O6 or glucose, along with 6 molecules of breathable oxygen and water. So here oxygen has been produced. So this is the equation of oxygenic photosynthesis. Next is anoxygenic photosynthesis. So it uses electron donors other than water. So it uses the electron donors other than the water. So in this the process typically occurs in the bacteria such as purple bacteria and green sulfur bacteria, and they are primarily found in various aquatic habitats. So they are primarily found in various aquatic habitats. So it does not produce oxygen, as the name suggests. So it does not produce the oxygen. So what is the equation for this? That CO2, that is carbon dioxide, plus H2A plus light energy gives CH2O plus 2A plus H2O. So here the oxygen has not been produced. So the letter A, this letter A is in the equation, is a variable, and H2A represents the potential electron donor. So this was the equation of anoxygenic photosynthesis, which do not involve the which do not produce the oxygen. So this was the equation. Next is photosynthetic process. It is based on two processes, that is light dependent and light independent processes. So we will be discussing both these processes. First is light dependent process. So this is also called as light reaction. So when a photon of light hits the reaction center, there is a pigment molecule such as chlorophyll which releases an electron. So the released electron, they manages to escape by traveling through an electron transport chain, and it generates the energy needed to produce the ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, which is a type of chemical energy for the cells, and NADPH. The electron hole in the original chlorophyll pigment is filled by taking an electron from the water. So as a result, oxygen is released into the atmosphere. So it is a light dependent process in which the sunlight has been involved. So at the end it will release the oxygen in the atmosphere. Then what is light independent process? It is also called as dark reaction. It does not involve the light. So it is also called as the Calvin reaction. There are three chemical steps that make up the Calvin cycle. First is carbon fixation, second is reduction, and third is regeneration. So these reactions, what they do is they uses the water and the catalyst. So there are carbon atoms from the carbon dioxide which are fixed, and when they are built into organic molecules, they ultimately form the 3 carbon sugars. So these sugars are used to make the glucose and are recycled to initiate the Calvin cycle again. So this is a light independent process in which the dark reaction is involved, or it is also called as the Calvin reaction. Now what are the factors that affect the photosynthesis? So there is a light intensity, wavelength, carbon dioxide concentration, temperature, water supply, chlorophyll concentration, and pollution. So these are all the 7 factors which can affect the process of photosynthesis. Next is conclusion. So all the plants and animals are dependent on sun for the energy. So the process of photosynthesis is dependent on the sun for its energy. So energy is available to them by the process of photosynthesis. So there are animals there are men which are dependent on plants for its food. So there is no photosynthesis, there will be no food. So hence it has been concluded that if there is no photosynthesis, there will be no food, and it is the essential process for the plants. So at these